Hey guys, Caleb here, and today, this week's video is gonna be about the origin of Squidly. But first, how you guys doing today, this week? You guys are doing good? That's good. It's not good if you're not doing good, but that's okay. I just got back from school and didn't know what video to make this week, so I decided to make a video about the origin of the blue calamari that I've decided to make the mascot of my channel. And like with every good story, some of it happens and is caused by things that occurred while you were young. And while I don't necessarily have a direct causation for the appearance of Squidly, I do have just some certain things about my childhood that I have some pictures of that I'm going to show you that I think are kind of related as to why Squidly exists in the first place. So here's the first picture. That's me, and these are a bunch of my stuffed animals whenever I was a kid. That is a naked Winnie the Pooh right there. Down there we got a couple of dogs that I had. You got a heart. You got like a snow bear kind of guy, and no snow bear kind of guy. You got an owl. Just a bunch of stuffed animals, and really when you consider it, Squidly is like a stuffed animal. He's more of a stuffed animal than a hat is. Than he is a hat. But you know, he has a name, and all these guys, I think all of them had names that I named. I don't necessarily remember them all. I know that guy was named Snowball probably, and I have a dog down there. His name was Dog, and then you had Blue's Clues, and he was just Blue's Clues, and then of course you have Winnie the Pooh. I think I called him Pooh, and that's just how it was. So these were my stuffed animals. Had these as a kid. I think most people have stuffed animals as a kid. I think some people also name them, but like I say, that's sort of a causation behind why Squidly exists. And I think another aspect of my childhood that sort of got implemented into Squidly would be, yeah, this little guy. This is me as well. And he had a nice little hat, and I've always, apparently, I didn't know this until I started looking at younger pictures of myself, but apparently I really like just awkward looking hats, weird hats, and Squidly is a hat. So, yeah, he's a weird hat, but that's sort of a causation from my childhood that, would probably lead to why Squidly, exists in the first place. But, I'd say the real question is, like, why did I get Squidly, how did I get him, and why is his name Squidly? Here's the squid that we all know and know. So as you can see, he's not a real squid. That would be weird. But what's weirder is that it's a squid. But one thing about him is that he's, very much like a sort of stuffed animal, because you know how stuffed animals are, is that they exist and then they don't exist because they wear out and they go away. Squidly here has got one little tentacle. One little tentacle's sort of broken, and another tentacle is already gone off. So on this side, so he's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's only got 5 tentacles, and the inside heel sort of busted up. But he's but like, it's now time to talk about kind of the story about how I got Squidly. So it was probably 2016. I was in middle school, and we had sort of, I think it was like 8th grade, and we went on a field trip to an amusement park. And I was only given, kind of $20, which is not a lot to spend at an amusement park. So you're walking around the amusement park, you're trying to go on roller coasters, and then you get scared because you don't want to be on the roller coasters, and eventually you go to get food. But I passed by just kind of a giant shot of a bunch of these squid hats, and I saw the blue one, and I was like, wow, this is $5, but I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna buy it because I really wanted them. And I think I showed the pictures because I was like, okay, so why would I psychologically want this? As number one, it's kind of weird, it's kind of stupid, but I like it, it's kind of cool, and also because as a kid, had hats and I had stuffed animals, so sort of why. It wasn't, dude's name wasn't Squidly. Whenever I first got him, of course, it was just like a squid, and then over time it just Squidly. I was asked, like, have you given him a name? It's like, no, and then I just said, okay, Squidly. And then, so, ever since then, he kind of got busted up, so we started to develop like an emotional attachment to the hat. And so eventually it came time for me to create a YouTube channel. And, because I wanted to create a YouTube account, I wanted to create a Gmail account that I could create videos on, and so I did in 2016, and that's when I was like, okay, what am I going to create my account? What's the name going to be? You know, I could use my own name, and a mature person would use my own name, but what a younger middle school Caleb decided to do was he wanted a mascot for the channel, and he decided that this squid was gonna be the mascot. So he took a photo of it and he called it Squidly, and so he called it SquidlyTV. And then at the same time I created my YouTube account, I also created the Twitter and my Instagram and all my social medias. And so he became my online mascot and my online username. In 2016, and I tried to make videos with the channel, and that's a story for another day, how the channel works, but that's basically it. I bought him for a decent chunk of my money at a carnival, and he's been just here ever since, and I wonder if I didn't buy him, I wonder what I would have done with my online username. I don't know. So, just kind of a coincidence that it happened, and now the entire channel, we got an entire character, on the channel that's based on a squid hat. So now you know, like, the origin story behind the squid on the channel, and so maybe it's a bit less weird. No, it's definitely not less weird, but maybe you understand kind of the backstory behind the squid. Now get out of here. Don't call me out, that's not an abusive relationship. Well, I didn't know what to make this week, so I decided, hey, maybe they would want to know the origin of Squidly. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to get this edited and get this out today. And, yeah, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video, because this is probably the lower scale of the type of content that is on the channel, I think. We have a series called Billy Summer, and we have a full series of that, and so you can, if you're new, you can go and you can watch that series. I thought it's pretty decent, and it's kind of a good grasp on what the channel is sort of about. Anyways, I don't want to waste any more of you guys' time. Thank you, subscribe, see you later.